this video, we're going to go over Excel filtering. And the purpose of filtering is to be able to find data really quickly in a big list of data. So the way we're going to start is using the sampled listing that I have. And notice that there's no spaces in the rows here. So it's basically just a flat file. And so to make a filter, all you're doing is highlighting the headings of the columns that you want to filter, and then just go to Data tab and then click Filter. And what that will do is create a filter for each column. And if I, for instance, go to the coverage filter and click on it, it'll show me all the unique values that exist in that column. So for instance, if I wanted to select Plan A, I could deselect Select All, and then select Plan A, and then hit OK, and it will filter by hiding the rows. That's what it's doing. If you see over here to the left, the rows have been hidden. So it hides all the rows other than Plan A. You can also take that filter off just by clicking on it and then clearing the filter, and that'll put it back. Another thing you can do is, if let's say we go to state and you go to the filter there, you can go to the search. If you have a big long list of different unique items, you could just type some portion of that filter that you want, and it will find the value, and then you can click OK. And so in that case, we're filtering on Utah. And you can have multiple filters. So let's say we change this filter to have California, Missouri, and Utah. And then we go to coverage and we change this to just Plan A. So we'll deselect Select All and select Plan A. And we'll notice that it's only California and it's only a small subset, but that's how you create multiple filters. You can do it on all the different columns. Now if you want to clear all the filters really easily, you can go up here to the top in the Data tab and click Clear, and that will unhide everything. You can also click Filter, and that'll take the filter off the entire spreadsheet as well. So let me show you one other thing that's important with filters. Okay, so I want to show you something with the sum function and how it doesn't really work good with filters. So let's go ahead and make a filtered list here. We'll highlight the headings, go to Data tab, and click Filter. And then below the data here, we're just going to go ahead and go back to the Home tab and create a sum function. And just hit OK. So now we have this sum function. But what's interesting is if we filter, let's say we want just Plan C, and we hit OK, we'll notice the sum function, the value, the result doesn't change. That's because the sum function actually calculates all the hidden rows in between. So if you want it to calculate properly, again, this is using J2 to J20. What you would do is use the subtotal function. So you just type subtotal, and then when you put the open parenthesis, it has a number that corresponds to the formula. So if you want to do the average, you would put 1. In this case, we're going to do a sum, so we're going to do 9, and then hit comma, and then it wants the reference or the actual range. So we would put J2 through J20. And that's it. And then we would hit enter. And now we have a value that actually changes based on the filter. And so if we go back to clear all filters, we have the same number. Of course, it's formatted differently. But so what you want to use is the subtotal function when you're using filters. So that's basically it on how to use filters and how to get them set up. And they're very, very helpful. And very, very powerful.